Yo, what up? It's your boy Red. I'm doing this a little different. I don't have an opening or nothing like that. We'll go straight into this because I watched this really quick. And it's a prequel. The Magi Adventure of Sinbad is a prequel to Magi Labyrinth of Magic, and it's preceded by Kingdom of Magic. This one follows Sinbad, which in the other shows is older, has his own kingdom. In this one, he's young. We see his past, what made him into the man he was in the show, how he got his generals, everything, his wealth, how he got he became the first motherfucking dungeon capturer. He discovered a gin equipped, everything, man. If you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you guys gotta watch Magic, the Labyrinth, and the Kingdom. All right. Now, would I suggest watching this before that? Yes and no. Yes, because it's a prequel. No, because it's not finished yet. All right. So we go into the characters again. We have Sinbad. His dad was in the Parthian War. We see a lot of his backstory in the first episode. How Sinbad has a clairvoyance to guide himself. His father sees that in him. Then his father gets taken away from him, and Sinbad has to go off on his own adventure. He captures the first dungeon. He meets people. One of those people he meets is this guy, who I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know his name, but he is a Magi. He doesn't know that. And I'm not going to spoil that for the other Kingdom of Magic and the Labyrinth of Magic and all that, alright? But he meets this guy. This guy convinces him to do the dungeon, capture the dungeon, even though hundreds of thousands of people tried capturing that dungeon and did not returned. Sinbad captures that motherfucking dungeon thanks to this guy. And of course, we have Drakon, which is a Parthian general. He actually tries to recruit my man Sinbad into his army. And besides Sinbad capturing the dungeon, he helps out too. They seem to be, total opposites, but they're actually the same kind of person. And I wish we got to see that more in the show, but they only show him a couple episodes in, and then he's gone to go deal with his brother. It gets crazy, but if you guys didn't see, this is how he looks like in the Labyrinth of the Labyrinth of Magic and the Kingdom of Magic. He has become a dragon. It is explained in the manga, not in the show, so don't be expecting that. I'm not going to ruin it for you. If you guys want to know, go read it like I did and find out what he became a dragon. Also, he became the first household vessel member, or whatever they call that. Then we have my man Jafar. He's an assassin hired by Drakon to go and kill and take the Jin equip thing from Sinbad. Now, if you guys didn't watch the show before, Jafar is a highly skilled assassin. We get to see that in the show. He's violent, doesn't seem to like women, so suggesting he might like men. Not 100% sure on that. Of course, he's a kid, a kid assassin trained since God knows how young he was. But yeah, he's totally different though in the show. This is how he looks like in the Labyrinth of Magic, Kingdom of Magic. He's become the advisor for Sinbad. He's a cool dude. Actually, you probably never guessed he was an assassin before unless you see him fight. But yeah, and he learns to trust people and care about people thanks to Sinbad and his adventures, So that's pretty cool. Another character we get is Hina Ho. He's okay. Another thing I forgot to explain is Sinbad was the first person to unite countries that were isolated. Hina Ho's country was one of those. They were isolated to the north. No one really traded with them. No one visited them because they weren't allowed. Hina was a self-conscious dude. Probably the only one in his tribe that wasn't a warrior yet. His tribe has the ability to be really, really large. So he's already tall enough, but he's probably the same age as Sinbad. He travels around with Sinbad, helps him out. His wife gets pregnant along the way. The wife is actually a huge asset to Sinbad and his company. He's there for moral support, helping out Sinbad wherever he can. This is how he looks like in the Labyrinth of Magic. He's taller. He seems wiser than he was when he was younger. I guess that's, experience you get throughout your own adventures and all that, which is pretty cool, having all that and seeing what he became later on. Mistras Leoxix is another character that joins Sinbad. He's also from a country that's isolated from the rest of the world. Sinbad challenges his father, who is a king, knight commander of that kingdom, the Kingdom of Solace, I think it was. Sinbad challenges him. They fight each other. Finds out that his father has also captured a Junjin, but he has not mastered Jin equip. And basically, Sinbad shows him, "Hey, fool, check this shit out." And thanks to that, Mistress Leoxis travels with them. Of course, Mistress does not come out in the show due to the fact that something happens. But this is your main cast right now. No, I'm not talking about this show. I'm talking about the other show, Labyrinth of Magic and Kingdom of Magic. But this is your cast, your main cast you're going to focus on in the show. 13 or 12, around there, episodes you have. And, yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool. I actually liked the show. You know, it was pretty tight. It was fast-paced, but nicely done. Another character I forgot to mention is Pisti. She's also one of the 8 generals from Sinbad's kingdom in the Labyrinth of Magic. But in this one, we meet her mother, and then we see her when she's a daughter, a little girl. Sinbad meets her. She's apparently the youngest daughter of the queen of this all-women empire. It's crazy, man. I would like to visit that place too, but damn. But yeah, I mean, that's really all you get to meet. I mean, there's other characters, but for the 8 generals that come out in the show, that's it. I forgot to say that, like I was explaining before this, Mila's doesn't come out as an 8 general. His little brother does, who comes out in the show. What was his name? Sparta or Spartos. So that's one thing there. Like I said, it's a prequel, but I already know this because I watched the Labyrinth, and they all come out there. We get to see what happened, hear about what happened, and some of it's sad actually. The Kingdom of Syria or Syndria in the show, the Kingdom of Magic, was not the original one. There was one before that, but things happen. And hopefully they'll continue the show so we can see that, right? We get to find out how he meets the rest of the generals, like the Faunalist guy, or the swordsman, or even the girl with magic. I forgot her name. But yeah, I would love to see that. It was actually not a bad show. I enjoyed how fast paced it was, but I wasn't lost. You know, you kind of got it. They hit the main points there, and you care about it. I want to know what happens to Dracos and the girl. I want to know more, you know. Hopefully, I know the manga's still going on, so hopefully they make a season 2. Hopefully, man, because I know I think Netflix has the rights to stream it. Hopefully they get on that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think so. But yeah, man, it was actually a great show, so I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. Just like the Kingdom of Magic, it was that great. I want more though. Fast pace is kind of cool and kind of not at the same time, but you want to get to the end already because you know what happens. It's a prequel. We already got the sequel, so it's kind of, you know, granted there. But hey, thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub. Catch you all next time.